Kante reveals the secrets to his fitness and the two former Blues who inspired him. N'Golo Kante returned to training in time to travel to Porto and has been discussing his energetic style, inspirations, and journey from the lower leagues to the Champions League final. The Frenchman has been one of our top performers this season, but after being forced off with a hamstring problem in the first half of our Premier League win over Leicester, there have been fears he may miss this Saturday's Champions League final. After returning to training yesterday and traveling to Portugal with the rest of the squad, Thomas Tuchel will be hopeful of having Kante's unique talent available against Manchester City. And ahead of that game, the midfielder revealed his tireless way of playing has as much to do with the head as it does with the legs. "Of course, I get tired," he insisted, when it was put to him that he never seems to lose energy. During a match, there are periods of time when you're strong and periods of time when you're weaker. During the weaker moments, you have to try and recover. Sometimes you don't recover, but it's about game management. Even if you're tired, sometimes you just have to go for it and make a difference going forward. In particular, sometimes to keep the score as it is. So sometimes you're tired, but it's all about mentality. Over the course of the season, along with the club and the staff, we try to manage match schedules. That is, thinking about how best to train to ensure we're ready for matches. Sometimes you have to extend recovery times to avoid injuries and be able to give your all in every match. Kante also spoke about the comparisons made between him and other players, with two former Chelsea midfielders standing out for him as people he looked up to as a youngster, even if he has always just tried to play his game rather than copy others. Growing up, coaches or teammates might tell me that I resemble such and such a player. I was just someone who watched football. I would watch the games which interest me without necessarily focusing on the players in a similar position to me. Whenever the international break came around, I would obviously watch France play, and getting to watch the likes of Claude Makelele or Lassana Diarra, I obviously drew inspiration from them. However, he learned from those players later on, as an international teammate of Diarra's and through speaking to Makelele, who now works with Chelsea's young players at Cobham. I met Lassana Diarra the first time I got called up to the French national team. I was lucky enough to play with him and see what a great player he was. And also Claude, who is with us at Chelsea. I mainly get instructions from my manager to organize the team to give our very best for the team. But it's true that I've had some chats with Claude since I came to Chelsea. He was here to give me advice on my play and the impact I can have on the game and also on my career, on what I can work on, the position. He knows the club, so his advice was always useful to me. It's been quite a journey for Kante after starting in the lower leagues in France before rising up the pyramid and moving to the Premier League, winning the title and now reaching the Champions League final. He has also shared much of it with his former Leicester teammate Riyad Mahrez, who is now with our final opponent Man City. To put their rise into perspective, during the last season in which Chelsea reached a Champions League final, 2011-2012, both players made their debut in the French second division at Boulogne and Le Havre respectively. "I didn't know how far I could go, I just wanted to turn pro and do my best," said Kante. "So I've got where I am today with Chelsea and to be lucky enough to play in a Champions League final, bearing in mind everything that's happened in the meantime, is amazing. Of course, we've spoken about it. I think we both realize that it's exceptional. It has taken a lot of work from being in League 2 until now, and a lot of perseverance on the pitch and in training. So to be playing a match like this is fantastic, but we both want to win. We won't be friendly on the pitch. I hope it works out for me and is hoping it will work out for him."